Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Mike from NewYorkMike.com, and man, I am excited to be here with you today. And I held off doing my Motivation Monday until later in the evening because I wanted to catch a bunch of yours when you're at home and still give you the opportunity to do something that you're going to be excited about today. And what we're going to be talking about today is why and how to lose weight while building a business. And you might say, Mike, what the heck are you going to be talking about here today? Well, listen, it's something that's pretty serious, folks. This is something that I believe that every business owner should really listen to. And if you're not a business owner, you should be listening to this too, because everybody, I don't care who you are, should be looking at getting rid of that excess body fat. Not weight, fat. And you know what? It's getting close to the summertime. And a lot of people, you said last summer you were laying on the beach. You said, I'm not going to be the beach whale next year. And I'm going to go on a diet. January 1st, you talked about it. You did all these different things that you wanted to do. But when you're building a business, it's even more important to be in shape, to have better health. And the reason why you want to have better health when you're building a business is because, look, you need a lot of energy. You got to make clear decisions. And when you're making these decisions, you got to base it on a lot of different things. The success of your business, where you want to go with your business, and number one is your health. I don't care how much money you have, folks. I don't care. I mean, look what happened to Steve Jobs. Okay? You think he was worried about money? Probably not. But he fell into the health situation, which a lot of us are going to fall into. But listen, why not take care of your health earlier in life? And I'm going to go over a couple of steps here. And if you don't have time to listen to this whole thing, you can go to www.newyorkmike.com. You spell it out, New York Mike, MIKE.com. And I have the tips there for you. And I would suggest that you go and read it anyway, because I'm not going to be able to cover everything here with you today, because I don't want to keep you here too long, because I know you're probably eating dinner. And by the time we finish, you might want to rethink some of the things. So why, it's so important, like I said, that you want to have a clear head while you're making decisions to retire and do things. My goal when I was 33 years old, and if you've been watching any of my podcasts, you know what it was. I wanted 6 Saturdays and a what? Sunday. And thank goodness to my good friend Ruth for sharing a industry and a profession with me that I was able to get out of all the crazy stuff I was doing. Listen, but I want to take you back to those times, because at the beginning, if I would have thought about the things that I'm going to share with you today, I could have been much sharper on things and decisions that I were making when I was building my outside business. As most of you know, I was a detective in New York City, and I was okay there. That wasn't a problem. Everything I was doing was clear-headed. I made sure that when I was at work, I was clear so that I knew exactly how to stay safe for me. Number one. And the other thing you want to do is, number one, is have health for you. That's important. But I was opening up some restaurants, and I thought that was going to be the way that I was going to be able to retire. Well, little did I know that you had to work 12, 14 hours a day, and all you wanted to do was sleep and be groggy. And you know what? Some of you are probably feeling that way too, because you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you get dressed, you go to work, you get to work by 9, you finish at 5, you get back on the train or your car or your plane, and you go back home and, oh man, you're just exhausted. Well, listen, imagine adding another 5 hours to that, okay, every single day. And I just said, man, I got to find something. I got to find a way that I can have 6 Saturdays and a Sunday. And guess what? It came to me. But why I was in the restaurant business, if I would have took care of some of the things that I want to share with you today and put them into my program every day, I would have had a clearer thought pattern, all right, and a clearer mindset. So that's what I want to be talking to you about today. So no matter what business you're in, I know a lot of you that are going to be watching this are in the network marketing profession. And listen, kudos to you, because that's what that girl Ruth shared with me, and that's how I found my 6 Saturdays and a Sunday. And it started when I was 42 years old, just before I was 42. That was it. It was done. And I'm 66 now. So, hey, listen, it was a good deal for me. It's got to be a good deal for you too, because I'm not sharper than any marble in the marble bag, if you know what I'm talking about. So let's talk about some of the things that you want to do. The first thing you got to do, if you want to get rid of some of that weight, is you got to make the decision. You got to ask yourself, why do I want to get into shape? Now, I'm in my 60s, the latter end of my 60s, and I'm constantly asking myself, do I want to go through this? But you know what? I know that I have to get rid of some of this little belly that I got left there, and I just got to get rid of it. That's it. Why do I want to get rid of it? Because when I get into my 70s, I want to feel that I still have the energy that I have right now, which I tell people all the time because of some of the secrets that I found. I feel like I did when I was 30 to 35. And when I'm in the gym, people are always commenting on that about it. They said, man, you don't look like you're in your 60s, man. You got a lot of energy. I said, yeah. I said, that's because I found some other secrets. And I'm not going to talk about them that today. If you want to know about that, just PM me, okay? But what I want to talk to you here about is, why do you want to get into shape? And I usually find that people say, I'm tired, my energy is gone, I feel fat, I'm tired, my clothes don't fit, I'm tired that I'm the whale on the beach in the summer. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel that way, you got to decide right now that you're going to make a change. And number two, what you want to do is make a decision. You got to make a decision to start cleaning your house out. Now, I don't mean clean your house out of your old baggy pants and your baggy, beautiful dresses that you might have, And the ladies, don't throw your shoes out yet. Don't get crazy with yourself. But I want you to start cleaning your house out of all those little bad sweets that you got hidden in your house. The things that you eat between meals, and the things that, when the commercials come on, you go running in and you grab those little, chips, and you're shoving those chips. And you're eating like crazy in between because you don't want to be chewing while the television's on, and those big, thick chips, You know what I'm talking about. So you got to go clean the house. You got to clean house. That's what it comes down to. Then the third thing you want to do is I want you to forget about the scale. Forget about the scale, folks. I want you to understand it's not about how much weight you lose. It's about how much fat you lose. You see, we got this brown toxic fat in our bodies that we got to get rid of. And it's so important. You can talk to any doctor, anybody you want. You got to get rid of that brown fat. It's a disaster. And listen, I was, and when I was starting this program, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And you're going to see one of my pictures in NewYorkMike.com. Really, I really impressed myself in that first month. And I was lucky enough that I knew that I had to forget the scale, because if you keep looking at the scale, you're going to get disappointed. But the thing that you want to do is measure. You want to get yourself a measuring tape, okay? Now, you want to get that measuring tape, and you don't want to just measure your head. You want to measure your neck, your chest, your belly, your thighs, your butt, okay? Your ankles, your wrist, okay? Because you got excess fat hidden there too. You might even see those little fat pinky rings and everything. They'll start fitting you properly instead of being snug in there that you can never get them off, okay? So you want to do measurements, because that's the true way to measure success when you want to lose fat, okay? Now, the fourth thing that you want to do is get on a healthy diet. Now, I would suggest, I like low glycemic. That's getting away from all the breads and the pastas and everything. And, substituting it with the veggies and salads and things like that. I know you're going, hey, listen, I felt the same way. But then I was lucky, man. I found a program that actually blew my mind. And it was so simple. And I used it for like 3 months. And it was just amazing some of the results that I was seeing, not only in myself, but all the other people that were using this program. And and it just blew me away. But it made everything easy for me because it was a simple program to follow. I started eating salads along with it. I started to do a lot of other things with it. And it was just amazing, what I was able to do. And now I found another little secret because I use it, I love protein drinks in the morning. And I found another little secret, and this I'm going to share with you now. This is one secret, and there's another one I'm going to share at the end. But one of the things that I do now, instead of just putting water, I make a ginger tea. Yeah, I take fresh ginger, cut it up, boil it for a little while, then simmer it, and I make my protein drinks now with this ginger water. Wow. And man, I just started noticing how much more energy I have, and I found out that it helps get rid of the fat, and it gets rid of your back fat and your butt fat and all this other fat. And I said, man, it just feels great, and it was just more energy, and I love ginger. Okay, I just love ginger in my drinks and all. So that might be a little tip for you that you might want to enjoy. Okay, then the fifth thing I want you to do is start an exercise program. Now you might say, oh no, Mike, you're going to make me go to the gym every day. Hey, listen, if you don't want to go to the gym, in fact, the program that I was on, they gave us a whole bunch of exercises that you could do at home. They had some trainers showing you how to do this and that and up and down and all this other crazy stuff. So you can do a lot of exercise from home. But the one thing that I want to really encourage you to do is go walking. Okay? Go walk. And if you can, get an exercise partner, whether it's somebody you go to the gym with all the time or somebody you go walking with. Have somebody there with you. Because when you're walking together, it gets you away from this. I'm just walking, and I'm just walking, and I don't want to do this. I want to go home. I don't like this. But now I'm going to give you the big secret, okay? How many people ever walked in a park? If you did, type in there, yeah, me, I did. I walk in a park. Let me show you. I'm going to show you the secret. And please don't tell everybody this. This is only for the people who are listening to this here. Please, I don't want this to get out to a lot of people. This has been my secret for so long about walking in the park. It is just great. It is really. I'm going to tell it to you. But please, you got to promise me you're not going to share this with everybody. Okay? Here it is. Here's your park, your typical park. How does everybody walk? Everybody walks around the park most of the time like this. Okay? They go in that direction. You know what I do? I go in this direction. You know why I go in that direction? Because I get to see all those faces every time I go around, and I tell them, hey, how you doing? Hey, you can do it. Hey, it's good to see you today. And so many people, I go to a park in Queens called Casino Park, and everybody there knows me. You know what? But they don't know anybody. You know why? Because they're walking in this one direction, watching everybody's ass. Oh, excuse me. Watching everybody's butt. Okay? Because that's all you see. You just become like a lamb in life, just following everybody else. But when you go the opposite way, wow, it's just a pleasure. You know what? I encourage them. They're encouraging me because I see people all the time walking that way and they're just, and then I go, hey, don't worry, we can do it. Hey, great seeing you today. And man, it just adds a lot of excitement. Now, don't go tell everybody this because then everybody will be walking the same way I'm walking and then I'm going to have to reverse it and go the other way. Okay? So that's a great tip that I think you're going to really find and you're really going to enjoy. So listen, let's just go over this quick. You can go to newyorkmike.com, www.newyork, spell it out, Mike, MIKE.com, and I got this all written out there. I even throw up a picture of what happened to me in the first 4 weeks that I was using that program that I found. It's amazing. And if you want me to share with you, I will. But just go there, read up on these 5 things. Ask yourself why first. Okay, start making the decision to get rid of some of those little tweets and everything in your house. Okay, number 3, remember to do your measurements. Okay, that's how you really get the way to decide. Number 4, start a healthy diet. Go low glycemic if you want to learn about what I used. That'll even blow your mind even further. You're welcome to. Number 5, start an exercise program and just get out there and start walking. Okay, so, and the reason why, as a business owner, let me tell you something. You need a lot of energy to build a business. You need a lot of energy to make those right decisions. And you got to document, folks. You got to come up with a routine. Like, I know now, if I was back in the restaurant business, I would make sure that I would have took a certain amount of time every day and went walking, took a good plant-based vitamin, and made sure that I got rid of that excess fat and stopped eating and dipping the bread in the sauces and everything like I used to do. And I only put them in once. I didn't double dip, so don't worry about that, okay? But that's what goes on in the kitchens, folks, just so you know. The owners come by, they dip the bread. Oh, good sauce, no double dipping though, okay? So just so you know, go have some fun with this, but get that clear head so you can make the right decisions in your life to build a very solid, successful business. But remember, the number one business that you have to be in is health. Your health has to become number one. So listen, God bless. Enjoy this. Please share this with folks so that we can help a lot of people and they'll know that little secret of going walking, because let me tell you, that's a big secret. It keeps you motivated and you'll walk extra every day because you say, hey, I want to wave to that one more person one more time. So God bless. Have a great week. Talk to everybody soon.